Now let's just comment this thing. Let's create another program. Uh, Looping. Loop concept. So to understand this thing, just let's say I have to display my name for 10 times. What will I do? Please just tell me. I have to display my name. What will I do? Or if I have to display a number, I have to display a number ranging from 1 to 10 or from 1 to 100. What will be my approach to solve this particular task? So my requirement is uh, to display values from 1 to 10. Okay, how will I do? Please suggest me.
Uh, you will need some index variable for the loop, right? So you can
It's
iter
not about looping. Why you are going for looping? Did I said anything about loop? I have just
uh,
given a I've given a requirement that 1 to 10. Answer this question using those concepts which we have discussed till now. Okay,
yes, I would use the right keyword.
right? We will use the right keyword, and how we will use it? Let's say I'll display it
Then
like this way, right? One,
yes, you can train it here.
2, 3. Isn't it Mukul? We will display it right this way, na?
Mhm.
Okay. So 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, comma 8, comma 9, comma 10. This is how I'm going to display it. Now when I will display it, my output will be displayed from 1 to 10 in the different lines, one by one. So here I was displaying data from 1 to 10, so I was able to write them using right. Now I have to display this thing, let's say from 1 to 100 times. Will I be using this right statement to display thing from 1 to 100 like this way? Is this a good approach, guys? Is
No,
this a good approach to use this right statement 100 times, 200 times if I have to display something? This is not a good approach. And because of this, loop comes into the picture. Loop comes into the picture. Loop. Loop allows us to execute a group of statement multiple times. Multiple times. Loop allows us to execute a group of statements multiple times. So how many types of loop are there? If I can execute a group or a single statement multiple times using this loop, how many types of loop are there? Can you tell me, Alan?
yes, I think there's the while loop and the
And
for loop.
for loop is very advanced in the new syntax, but while loop.
Mhm.
Actually, for this whole loop they have brought from Java. Okay, Java and C++ programming languages. We have another one also known as loop at internal table. For loop we will see in our ABAP on HANA part while discussing the new syntax. Okay, so before that, loop at internal table. For now, let's say just we have three kinds of loop: do loop, while loop, and loop at internal table. So we will discuss this part later on. For now, just do loop and while loop. What is a do loop? What is do loop,
Uh,
Alan? Mukul, what
do
is a do
loop
loop?
do loop means it will do yeah, it
It
will
will
write it,
do.
for example, one time at least. It will have it will loop at least one time. So it will execute the action one time, and then if then it will check for the condition.
So are you telling me that I am writing, let's say, like this way? And when do in between I'm writing, let's say, write one, will it execute one time? Are you telling me this?
I think so, yeah, in this case, yes.
Okay, we will find it out. So first here is do loop is also known as unconditional loop. Guys, please focus on it. Unconditional loop. It is also known as unconditional loop. First point, do loop is also known as unconditional loop. Second point is every do every do loop always ends with and do. Same stuff that was there for your case and end case statement and if and if statement. Same thing will also go for our do loop, while loop and loop at internal table also. Everything which is going to start, we will have to end it. So every do loop will start with do keyword and it will end with and do keyword. So why this is called as unconditional loop? Because we are not required we are not required to pass any condition to it. We are not required to pass any condition to it. You can directly tell here do 10 times. It will execute this write statement 10 times. Whatever condition you are going to pass, exactly this thing is going to work. Exactly this thing is going to work. Just write 40. It will execute your write statement 40 times now. That is why it is called as unconditional loop. No condition required. Whatever thing you are passing, whatever times you are passing, accordingly it is going to execute. So this is its syntax of do loop. Syntax. Syntax is do keyword followed by n times and do keyword. In between, you can write whatever statement you want to execute. So statement. Is this thing clear?
Hmm.
Statement. So I have to display number from 1 to 10. How will I display it using this do loop? Can anybody suggest me? How will I display using this do loop?
In here, you could say do 10 times
Okay. Then,
and maybe add a variable, an integer or something. And
okay.
before the write statement or after the write statement, you can add one to it.
Very good. I can define a variable here, LV number, let's say type integer. And currently I'm giving its value as 1. And here I can simply print its value, LV number. Now, if I will display it at this moment, only one will be displayed, right? Only one will be displayed. But what I can do instead, that after each iteration of this loop, I can directly increase its value. I can directly increase its value by 1. So LV number equals to LV number plus 1. One value will be increased for my variable. It will be now stored. First its value was 1. Now 1 is printed. So its value become 1 plus 1 equals to 2. 2 will be stored here. Now the next time when loop will come, 2 will be printed. Again 2 plus 1 equals to 3. 3 will be stored here. Again it will come. 3 will be printed. Then 3 plus 1 equals to 4. 4 will be stored here. And you will get your 1 to 10 output. Same to same, no difference. Same to same, no difference. Okay, this is how you can use this do loop to perform a block of statement or to execute a block of statement multiple times. So this is called as a unconditional loop. This is also known as unconditional loop. But what will happen? What will happen if I do not specify the number of times our do will what will happen if I do not specify the number of times? What do you think? What will happen? If I simply do not specify this number of times, what is going to happen? Alan,
Like
you
an
told me
infinite
that
loop?
it will execute at one time. Do you think it is going
Uh,
to execute for one time?
no, no, this will run indefinitely. It
It
will
will
most
turn
likely.
into a infinite loop. Until and unless your stack memory will get expired, it will keep on executing, it will keep on executing, and once your memory is expired, it will give you a runtime error. So never ever directly use it, okay? Never directly go for it. What
Sorry, one
else you
question.
can do? What else you can do? You can put here else another condition that, let's say, if LV number equals to 11, then there are certain looping statement which we can use. One of them is exit. So when the number of your value will become 11, by definitely this exit statement will terminate this loop. By definitely this exit statement will terminate this loop. We will see those looping statement in couple of minutes, but for now, see here. Exit statement, it will directly terminate it. Now if you will activate and execute, perfect, we are getting our output, right?
Mhm.
So when your value went to 11, your exit statement got executed. So these conditional statements are very useful in nature. We are going to use them again and again. You were saying something, Mukul?
Yeah, sorry. I was just gonna ask if we can try to run the do loop without this exit condition.
Without this exit condition, you want to see what will happen?
Yeah, is it possible to see?
Yeah, just see what is going to happen. It will turn into an infinite mode, and unless and until your memory got expired, it will keep running, keep running, keep running. Just wait until we get a runtime error. We cannot move here. Either we will have to log out or we will have to wait till your memory get crashed. See the error.
Mm-hmm.
We got a dump. Now go back to
Okay.
AC30. Open the program. Never ever go for infinite loop. This exit statement are very useful in nature.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Okay. So this is your do loop. Another one was our while loop. Now, can anybody define me while loop? Can anybody define it? What is while loop? Just see the definition and do loop, please, and try to give a definition for your while loop. Can I write while loop is a conditional loop,
Yes.
is also known as conditional loop because it executes based on a condition, guys. This while loop executes based on a condition. Based on a condition, that is why it is known as conditional loop. And same to same as do works, every while loop will always end with and while. Every end loop, sorry, while loop always end with and while. Now what will be its syntax? So syntax of our while loop will be while the condition, based on that condition this loop is going to execute. So while your condition is true, your statement will execute, and once this is done, your loop will end. Okay, so till your condition is satisfied, this loop is going to execute. And guys, if your condition will not become false, so this loop will turn to infinite mode, same to same situation. So until and unless your condition is satisfied, this loop will execute. And if your condition is will become false, that loop will terminate. Here you can use while loop also. Just go for while. Let's say while LV number is less than 11. So until it is less than 11, we can display it directly. Right. LV number. Let's change line after every iteration. So LV number now, we will increase its value. LV number equals to LV number plus 1 and while. And while. What do you think? What will be my output now? What do you think? What will be my output now?
Display 1 to 10.
Yes, it will display from 1 to 10 because this is the condition I have given. When the value was becoming 10 because of it, it went to check the condition 10 less than 11. Yes, condition is true. It executed the right statement and now it came to line 22. So 11, sorry, 10 plus 1 become 11. Now it went for again the condition 11 less than 11 condition false and your loop got terminated. So if your loop condition will never false, it simply means your loop will turn into an infinite loop. So always and always give a condition which gets satisfied after a period of time. Is this thing clear, guys? Is the difference between conditional and non-conditional loop is clear? Or is there any
Yes.
doubt?
No, I
Yeah.
think it's clear. Just the one question I have for these, here we are writing LV number is equal to LV number plus 1. So is it also possible to make it LV number plus is equal to 1?
No, this is not how a ABAP works. Let's
Okay.
check. I don't think it works similar as Java or other programming language. See here. Is it working? I don't know. I've never used it. Uh,
There's no right.
no error. Okay, let's check it out. First, just comment this thing. I don't think it work like this way, but let me check. Go to debugging. What is my current value? Yeah, it is in. It's 2. Now it will It is working. Wow. No, 4, 5. Yes, we can use it. Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yes, we can use it. See, for any question, the only answer is just go and check it. This is my always suggestion. I actually have never used it because once I was taught that it never works, so I never tried it after that time. But this is also a good way. We can go for it. Thank you very much, Mukul. So we can increase its
Thank you.
value like this way, plus equals to 1. Actually, this ABAP programming language is a object oriented. Okay, when we will go for object oriented, I think there we will find this thing. So this object oriented programming and all the syntaxes that you are seeing here, ABAP is a is just a combination of Java plus C plus plus, and some of you have heard it. Let's say SQL. Okay, Java and C plus plus are object-oriented programming language, and SQL is used for performing database operations. So what the SAP did, that because all these things was open source in the market, say what they use the features of all these programming language, they combined them together, and they came with their own object oriented programming language, and they named it ABAP. Okay, so before like ABAP, the whole SAP was working on Java only, but with time they develop their own programming language using the some advanced features of Java, C++, and day by day some new advantage and new syntaxes are coming. You can go and check it. Okay, day by day some new syntaxes are coming with this ABAP. So this is while and do. Any doubt?
Oh,
No.
I think it's clear.
Okay,
Mhm.
so if it is clear, so let's move on to looping statement. Let's move on to looping statement. Loop statements. Loop statements. Here you will see the first one, break. Can anybody tell me what is the use of break statement? Statement.
Is it the same like exit? Maybe.
Uh, no, no,
I'm
no,
not
not
sure.
break. Again, break is there in Java. Sometimes I get confused. So exit
Okay.
statement. Actually, the break works same in Java programming, but they simply replaced it with exit. Then we have continue, and then we have another one, which is check statement. So I believe you already know what is exit statement, right?
Mhm.
What is exit statement? But if I have to define it, what will be the answer? What is exit statement, Mukul?
So, used to come out of the loop or
Come
based on
out
some
of the
condition
loop. If you will say that come out of the loop, it simply means that loop will still execute. Will the loop will
to end
execute?
to end the loop.
Yeah. So exit statement is used to terminate the loop. Terminate, terminate the loop, and after that come out of the loop. Okay. First it ends its execution, it terminates it, and then it comes out of the loop. Then with the continue statement, and the term itself is suggesting what is continue.
Does it mean that you go to the beginning? I mean, you iterate the loop again, but
Yes,
you s- you skip everything that's past the continue in this case.
yes, that's the same definition of it. It skips the current iteration. Okay, skip the current iteration. So instead of going below, it directly goes for the next iteration. It skips the current iteration and moves for the next iteration. Moves for the next iteration. Let's find it, guys. Let's see here. So see, if I just say that I don't want to display the number 5, okay. If I say that I don't want to display the number 5 here, let's say I'm displaying this output, this value, 2 to 11 I'm getting. Why? 1, okay. Sorry, because of this one. Let's make it to 0. I'm iterating from starting, so it will become 1. 1 will be printed, and then 1 to 11 is there. So let's reduce it to 10. Now it is perfect. 1 to 10 is there. Now let's say I don't want this 5 should be displayed. Okay, I don't want this 5 should be displayed, or if I don't want other numbers should be displayed, you can directly use this particular continue statement. What you can do here is you can give here a if condition. If LV number, if local variable number is equals to 5, continue. Continue. What do you think what is going to happen? What do you think what is going to be happen now? If we want to check, let's go to debugging mode and find it out. Go for desktop 3. What is the value of my LV number? 0. I will click on F6. Its value become 1. Is 1 equal to 5? No, it will not go for continue. It will directly go for line 25. It will directly go for line 25 and its value will be printed. Now see it guys. Just go for other thing. 2 equals to 5. 2 no. Then it will 3. 3 equals to 5. No. 4. 4 equals to 5. No. Now we are at line 21. 4 plus equals to 1. Value equals to 5. Now is 5 equal to 5? Yes. Is 5 equals to 5? Yes. We are at line 23. Continue. Continue statement has been executed and see what is going to be happen. Just click on F6 where we are now. Your compiler did not went for line 25, right? It directly went for line 20, and because of that 5 was not displayed, and now it will come again. 5 plus 1 6. So that is how it will go for continue. See here 5 is not displayed. 5 is not displayed. Okay.
Yes.
So this is how continue statement actually works. It is used to skip the current iteration. It did not went below. It skips the current iteration. It jumped out for the next iteration directly. Continue. Then we have the check statement. So then we have the check statement. What do you think? Can anybody define what is a check statement?
No idea.
Okay, then find it out. This is the way of learning now. So check statement, guys. Check statement. So check statement. Let's say if we want to display something only if a particular condition is true. That is, let's say a situation that I only want to display 5. I only want to display 5. I don't want rest of the data should be displayed over that particular thing. Then you can use check statement and see what your check. Just see how your check statement is going to work over here. Check, check LV number equals to 5. Oh, sorry. LV number equals to 5. Check LV number equals to 5. What do you think? What is going to happen now? Just check it. Let's go to debugging. Put over a debugger over here. Go for desktop 3 and let's check it out. LV number equals to 0. Click on F6. The number value become 1. Check 1 equals to 5. Is 1 equals to 5? No. Go for F6. Where is your debugger now? Line 20. Did your write statement got executed? No. No, na? Write statement did not got executed. So now we will go for next iteration. 1 plus 1, 2. Again, is 2 equals to 5? No. Again, it did not got executed. So if you are using check statement, you can only go below if this condition is true. Otherwise, it will not go below. If your condition is not true, it will not go below. If your condition is not true, it will not go below. If your condition is not true, it will not go below. And once its condition is true, we went for line 26 and 5 got executed. Only 5 is displayed. Only 5 is displayed, guys.
Oh, great. So that's the opposite of the thing we used before with the continue in case it's number 5. in a way.
Continue just skips the one iteration, current one.
Hmm.
Egg check statement, yeah, you can say it. They
Hmm.
are like a little bit opposite of each other. Okay.
Oh, this is useful. Yeah. Thanks.
Any doubt in the loop statement?
No,
Mukul?
I think it was clear.
Okay, that's good then.